June 28, 1914. Archduke Francis Ferdinand, heir to the throne of Austria-Hungary, and his wife Sophie were assassinated by a Serbian nationalist while visiting the Bosnian town of Sarajevo near the border of Serbia. This event was the spark that would ignite World War I and cause millions to meet untimely deaths. At first, no one could imagine that Europe would soon be destroying its wealth and manhood over this incident. But the unthinkable did happen due to imperial rivalries, entangling alliances, and mutual mistrust. Austria, awaiting a pretext for suppressing Slavic nationalism, declared war on Serbia. Germany did not want war, but their alliance with Austria made them an unwilling accomplice. When Kaiser Wilhelm II heard that Russia was mobilizing its army to help defend their fellow Slavs in Serbia, he telegraphed his cousin, Tsar Nicholas II, and told him to delay the order and help prevent a great powers' war in Europe. The Tsar considered doing this, but was told by his ministers that the momentum of a great army in mobilization is like a great machine at full speed, and that it could not be stopped without incalculable damage. Nearly 1.5 million Russians began to march west. The news of Russia's full mobilization fixed Europe's fate. The Kaiser gave the order to mobilize the German army, and 500,000 men marched east to fight. The Germans demanded that the French stay neutral. The leaders of the French army railed against this challenge, not only because of their rather vague alliance with the Russians, but because they wanted to avenge their humiliating loss to the Germans in the Franco-Prussian War of 1870. Cooler heads in the French government appealed to England and asked them to declare their support for France. The French believed that if the British made an immediate declaration to the Germans that England was aligned with France, there would not be a war. Unfortunately, the British vacillated, and another opportunity to avert war was lost. On August 1st, the French began mobilization. 2 days later, Germany declared war on France, and over 1.5 million men marched toward a collision course on the French border. The fastest and easiest way for the German invasion force to reach France was to march through the small, neutral country of Belgium. Germany demanded free passage, but Belgium defied mighty Germany and warned that any violation of its borders would be resisted. The resulting slaughter of the Belgian army and the massacre of innocent civilians would forever turn the tide of world sympathy away from Imperial Germany. The British may have been indifferent to the Austrian-Russian battle for dominance in the Balkans, but they did not want to see Germany, undoubtedly the strongest power on the continent, moving through Belgium into France. On August 4th, the British gave Germany an ultimatum: halt your advance through Belgium, or we will be at war by midnight. They were at war the next day. Within a short time, all of the major powers in the world would be engaged in the bloodiest war the world had yet seen. By the end of the war, over 10 million people, a whole generation, would be wiped out, and Europe would be in ruins. And incredible as it may seem, it all began when the Archduke and his wife were gunned down in Sarajevo on June 28, 1914.